Pam pam. Hello. Okay. Let's tweak this. All right. And I think we are ready to continue. Let's make okay. Yeah. Continue. Can you use excuse me. If I remember correctly, we are supposed to go to do our next mission now. And this is what we are going to do. As you can see, this time I have headphones on. I didn't like the sound that much last time. Let's see if this is better. Although there is some echo, I know that, because most of the walls around me are empty. But I plan on fixing that soon. Okay, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna place this one here. Okay. Okay, let's go. No, wait. Yes, it is. From Mula. Oh, yeah, let's talk to her. Flo. A solitary woman stands at the edge of the U-Bahn platform. She suppresses a shiver and hugs herself for warmth. I know the feeling. Why did I look at the microphone? I don't know. Let's hope it's not too loud. Ooh, nice. She appears as Amzel described her, an impressive-looking woman of Astlaner descent, with coffee-colored skin and dark, wavy hair. Everything about her screams corporate executive, from her expensive-looking suit to her tastefully understated makeup. She's obviously nervous, but she's hiding it well. She locks eyes with you and hesitates only slightly before speaking. The microphone is not the camera. Just after I presume, her Amsel told me that I could meet you here. Okay. Yeah, he wasn't lying. He said you had a job for me. Yes, I do. In truth, I'm in desperate need of your help. Then tell me what you need, Frau. An assumed name, obviously, but I've been told that this is how you people do business. She straightens in her seat and tries on a smile. It hangs there for a second, then fades away. She sighs. From my accent, you've no doubt inferred that I'm an Astlaner. Further, you may have guessed who I work for. To, to be perfectly honest, she sounds exactly like me. Anyway, you tell me, I'm not in the business of guessing. Oh, come on. As, as technology, the only Aslan-based corporation operating in Germany. I've been in the company for over a decade. Over the course of my employment, I've worked on a great many projects, from the innocuous to the obscene. My hands have touched it all. Never once did I question the wisdom of our research. Never once did I consider blowing the whistle on my employers. I kept my nose down, worked hard, and excelled at the tasks set before me. Last month I was transferred here from my home in... Seriously? In Tenochtitlan. Yeah, and I thought German was difficult. They told me that an employee of my caliber was needed in Berlin, and that I would be working on a project with wide-reaching applications. The only other detail that I was given was the name of the project. Bloodline. Vampire's Bloodline? It's a good game. Katsi. She looks you in the eye, and for the first time you can see the cracks in her composure. She's doing a good job of hiding it, but deep down this woman is terrified. I've seen many terrible things in my life, Trastev. In Tenno, blood magic is commonplace. Take a moment to imagine what that means. In the underground markets, people are bought and sold. As chattel, street children are rounded up and bled like lambs. Wow! I witnessed all of these things by the age of 12. Seeing such things, it changes you, makes you numb. But what I found when I arrived here was worse. This project, it horrifies me, Trastev, and must be stopped. It. That lets you know the best. No, it's not. For both of us. You just have to trust me on that. Sure. You need only know that it is evil, and that is not a word that I use lightly. If you won't tell me what this bloodline is, how do you expect me to stop it? Simple. I want you to bring the building down. The computers, the research data, the mages and scientists that are working to bring about this abomination. I want all of them burned to ash and buried in rubble. No compromises and no exceptions. She's a bit rough. Her tone softens. I'm sure that you have unanswered questions. I'm not in the habit of dealing with Shadowrunners. In truth, I've spent the majority of my career living in fear of you people. Why? I'm harmless, but I did know that you are the only ones who can get this done. So tell me, Trastev, is there anything more that you need to hear from me? Or are you ready to make a decision? What about any innocent people in the building? Wow. None of us are innocent, Trastev, but if you need to salve your conscience, rest assured that at the hour of your approach, the only personnel authorized to be on site will be security and senior members of the research team. And I assure you, neither are innocent in this matter. If the Bloodline project reaches completion, nobody will be safe ever again. This sounds like I don't know how to say it in English. Hyperbole? Yeah, why not? I know, but it isn't. The Bloodline project will lead to countless deaths. I'm certain enough of this to hire you, despite the fact that doing so will probably cost me my own life. I'm not a demolition expert, Frau. How do you expect me to level a building? You don't need to be. All that you need is a competent decker. Ah, crap. The facility is powered by a number of on-site generators. There are safeguards in place to prevent them from overloading. In the event of a power spike, the system is designed to shut itself down. But I know how you can disable the safeguards. Once the generators begin to overload, you'll have a limited time to reach a safe distance. The explosion will be quite catastrophic, unlike the explosions which are not catastrophic. What can you tell me about building security? Excuse me. Expect it to be tight in addition to the standard security team, as the technology has taken out a night errant high threat response team contract to protect the building. Corporate doesn't seem to mind contracting a competitor for emergency response services. That will give you some indication as to the uniqueness of the project. At any rate, I believe that I have come with a solution to the night errant problem. I'll discuss the matter with your Herr Amsel if you decide to take the job. Compensation. 36,000 new yen, as I told your Herr Amsel. That's what I have allocated for the job. Okay? Paul Amsel is my representative to this matter. Why couldn't you tell all of this to him? I had to meet you in person, to look into your eyes and see the man behind the name. Now that I have done so, you are the one that I need. Don't sink. Naturally, I'll send any further information about the job to Herr Amsel, provided of course that you accept. Yeah, I'll take it. In that case, it's a deal. I can't tell you how relieved I am, Trasteft. Thank you for helping me to bring this nightmare to an end. I'll iron out the remaining details with your Herr Amsel. He'll want to talk this over with you anyway, I'm sure. You're a good man. You're saving more lives than you know. Alright, so yeah. Alright, let's talk to Paul. Welcome back, Trasteft. How did the meeting with Frau Mueller go? I accepted the job. Any ideas how to tackle this? Yes, a few. Frau Mueller has provided us with detailed information of the facility. I vetted the information and insist to hold up. Based on this intel, I have formulated what I believe will be an effective strategy to bring down the building. According to Mueller's intel, the facility is extraordinarily well guarded. Whatever this bloodline project is, the Aussies have spared no expense to defend it. The facility is patrolled by a Uh, as, the, as technology's internal security personnel. On their own, they would pose a challenge, but I don't doubt that you could brute force your way through them. Of course. Unfortunately, they will not be on their own, as technology has purchased one of Knight Errant's more expensive security contracts as an additional line of defense. Alright, they don't scare me. You've never been up against one of their high threat response teams. Be thankful for that. I've pulled some strings with an old contract of mine, and he's provided me with the address of a small software developer, OTK International. They write the firmware updates for Knight Errant's comm systems, and their defenses should be considerably weaker than us technologies. My contact has informed me that OTK stores on an off-site hard copy of every firmware update it develops for data security purposes. My suggestion is this: you hit the offices of OTK International and reduce the computers to slag. In the interim, I'll have the hard copy of the next update replaced with a compromised version. When OTK's next update goes live, our compromised version will be pushed out to Knight Errant. When you hit the As Technologies facility, I'll be able to trace Knight Errant via their comm links. This should make the run much more manageable. This will get you through the front door of the office park that contains OTK International. My contact was only be able to provide me with one of the card, so you need to let the rest of the team in through the side door. Whoa. Okay. Very good. OTK offices aren't far from here. You should take the U-Bahn there when you are ready. Alright. Let's check the mail. Zero. Right, you're gonna need. Let's see if we can find some new weapons or something. More powerful. Hello, Colinus. Yeah, industrial espionage, at least partly. We'll see. Alright, yes. Let's see. Yeah, 16 damage. Yeah, they don't have anything better. I think I have the same, okay. Consumables. Yeah, we're fine, let's do this. Save. How are you, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Of course, that was my fault, not yours. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna take Blitz, the Decker. Can take 2 more. Okay, let's take Aegir and Glory. Or no, not Glory. Dietrich. OTK International is a small-time software developer and it shows. The company's main office is crammed up against the back wall of a massive shared office park, surrounded by competing businesses and large corporations. A steady trickle of dead-eyed wage slaves, ouch, flows in and out of the complex. The office park's main entrance is overflowing with high security, but your forged keycard gets you past them easily enough. A few minutes later, you are walking the winding corridors towards OTK International. You are only a few smashed computers away from putting Amzel's plans into motion. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad to be back. And I'll start also making videos for YouTube and Cocoscope. I will also upload here, but I think they have stopped that. Anyway, let's continue. Don't really need this anymore. And I'll keep it just in case. Passing through the main doors of OTK International, you find yourself in a stretch of industrial hallway. Apparently the company is too small to warrant such amenities as a lobby or greeting area. The rest of your team is waiting for you at OTK's side entrance, outside of the office park and beyond the reach of building security. Letting them in should be as easy as opening a service door. Okay? How are the sound levels? The music, the sound effects so far? My voice, I guess. As you pass by the open door, you see a middle-aged wage slave working at a console. His back is facing the doorway and he doesn't seem to have noticed you. You keep walking down the hallway, half waiting for a cry of alarm. A few seconds later and you're satisfied, the wage slave is completely oblivious to your presence. Ooh, that's not good, is it? Yay, my friends. Oh. Thank you for letting me know, man. Thank you very much. Standing in the hallway is a janitor, a tired-looking woman in her mid-30s. She is staring at you, her eyes wide with surprise. You can't help but notice the alarm panel set into a wall just behind her. With a flick of your wrist, she could make your job infinitely more complicated. Oh, excuse me, you startled me there. A look of confusion crosses the janitor's face as her eyes flit from you, to your teammates, to the door that you just let them in through. You are suddenly aware of how very out of place you look in this building, and the frown on the janitor's brow tells you that she's made the same observation. Who are you exactly, and how did you get into this building? Let's go for... Yeah, I have no idea, the development lead, how old the person is. Let's go with this one. I'm with the night crew. I just went out for soy calf. So where is it, the soy calf? Damn! I ran into a homeless guy on my way back to the office. I'm tired, but he needed more than I did. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Sorry about the attitude. I haven't gotten much sleep lately either. Between the hours here and a toddler at home, I'm pretty much a wreck. Look, I don't want to give you the third degree, but they have been harping so much about lax security that I have to everyone do your part and all that. So I've got to ask, why are you still in your street clothes? You know how seriously they take the dress code here, especially if you work in one of the server rooms. Ooh. I don't know if this is gonna end well or not for her. Let's see. Well, there was this track. Yeah, I'm not a fan of dress code, I just sort of do. Yeah, let's go with the first one. Well, there was this track, see, and it splashed up all this filthy water from the gutter, and I got hosed. All of you? What, were you like walking single file along the curb? This is hilarious. More or less, we're waiting for a traffic light to change. Look, would you rather we change back into our muddy work clothes? We can do that if you need us to. The janitor lets out a wary sign. Her body language is easy to read. She is officially tired of this conversation. Yes, I'm boring! No, of course not. She paused for a moment, weighing her options, and then her shoulders relaxed. She has evidently come to a decision. Okay, fine, you can head on in. I won't rat you out to security. She makes a faint waving gesture in the direction of the door. But just this once, understand? I can't go making a habit of this. Nod at her, thanks. Ooh, gained a karma. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, you. Alright, what does he have? He has a erosion level 3. Medic level 2. Alright, confirm. Ouch. Okay. Good. Ah, come on. Alright, we are lucky so far. Ooh, that hurt. One last. Yes! Alright, let's get back. And now the door is unlocked. Oops. Halt! This is a restricted area. The guard raises his weapon. His voice is brimming with excitement. Show me your ID now. Alright, let's see if we can get away without attacking. I left my ID in the other room. If you'll just let me pass, I'll grab it for you. Ah, crap. Finally some action. Intruder at my positions. Shit. Ooh. Someone else. Oh, Jones. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Can you see anyone? Can you see the Jones? Can you take them out? I'm pretty sure. Almost. Ooh. Okay. Alright, this is not going well, to say the least. Alright, let's see. Okay. Fall back. Heal yourself. Oh, okay. Cannot heal anyone. Oh, 3. Not 3. 1. Yeah, why can I not heal anyone? That's strange. Alright, here's the problem. These two are sleeping, are out of action basically, so cannot really leave. So, and you don't have any grenades. Alright. We might be able to take out this one. Alright, they're awake. Okay, he's as good as dead. We can take him out immediately. Only 8? That's ridiculous. Damn it. Why can I not help them? I don't know. Not going well. Not going well. Not going well. Alright. Stay there. No. That one. Okay, tell you what. Okay. Let's bring him back. $58. Terrible accuracies. Doesn't look too good. Alright. Do I have any grenades? Yeah. This is very risky, but... Ah, crap. Okay. Actually worked. I didn't like that sound. Alright. Well, I know I'm very quiet, but I'm trying to save my team. All right. Okay. Shit. Actually, Oh no. Okay. Ah, come on. I knew that bringing in Decker was gonna be a bad idea. At least you are all still alive. Kind of. A server room key. Okay. Not sure we need it, but drone control interface active. Please input command. Okay. Well, I cannot do anything with this guy. I don't know if I can do anything with the decker. I guess we'll find out later. Okay. We can do this. Ah. Why? He's right there. Alright, keep doing this till the other guy finishes. Finally. Oh, more of them. Fantastic. He's useless. They are useless. Come on. Yes. Out. Okay, not that bad actually. Come on, take him out. Good. Finally. Oh crap. Okay, this is not good. I have to take them out first. Yes! Good, now they cannot follow me. That's something. Good, now can escape. Somehow. Come on. Let's get out of here. What am I doing? Let's... No. Gonna lose too much time like that. Good. Now I can live. Actually live. We need to find a better weapon for our decker. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I wasn't expecting more of them. Okay, do you have any grenades? Yeah. Can I use this one though? Yes! That's good, that's good. Unbelievable. Come on. Okay, let's get out of here. Almost there. Come on. Ooh, even more of them. Okay. Good thing we are living. Yes, mission successful. Oh, very, very difficult. The U-Bahn ride home is smooth and uneventful. The high-ups at OTK International must be scrambling to try and recover their losses. It's only a matter of time before they make the call and Amzel's compromised data is uploaded to Knight Errant's comlinks. You're going to be rolling into US technology with one hell of an advantage. Not bad for a night's work. Alright, need to buy stuff. Take the U-Bahn, no. Raise, yeah, okay. What can we get? I think I'll go to the doctor, get some supplies because we need that. Yeah, very, very close. At one point I was not very optimistic. No. Come on, where's the doctor? Oh yeah, he gave me a mission. Oops, later. Alright, let's see. What's this? Restores teammate to life with 50%. Ooh, I'm gonna need a few of them. And let's get 2 more. Let's get advanced medkits. Yeah, that's... Ooh, that's expensive. Okay. Okay, actually, I don't need this. Let's get another kit. Remove this one, take another kit. Yeah. Yep. Give me your weapons. Nothing. Or nothing good. And no money for the other guy. Damn it. But, oh wait, I can buy grenades. Okay. Let's go talk to Paul. Then continue with our mission, which in theory should be not that difficult. Alright, a job well done as usual, and the plan has worked swimmingly, I might add. I'm already passed into the Knight Errant comm system. If and when they summon their high threat response team, I'll know it. As soon as you're finished resupplying, I'll recommend heading directly to Jewel District. Commercial district shared by a variety of competing corporate interests. As technology controls the largest share of the district, including the major utilities that serve it, you'll find the facility that you'll be raiding there. Considering the level of security that as technology is running, I wouldn't count on medical evac being available on this run. In fact, I will bet against it. That means that if anyone falls unconscious in there, they'll be buried when the building collapses. Obviously, you can't let that happen. I'd suggest stocking up on medical supplies before leaving the Kraus Bazaar. Okay. One last thing. Frau Müller sent me a message while you're on the OTK run. She says that when you reach the sub-basement of the facility, you'll find a security door. This door's maglocks can be opened via voice print recognition system. Apparently, Frau Müller's come on, can't say that. Surreptitiously something recorded your meeting. She claims that she has added your voice print to the As Technology database. And that means if our client is to be believed, you'll have the necessary access to open the door. The rest of your team, however, will not. When you reach the door, I recommend grouping up. Once you can open it, and there's no saying that you'll find on the what. I'm sorry. I need to drink something because my throat is dry. Okay. I have some pink lemonade. Ooh, I like it. When you reach that door, I recommend grouping up. Only you can open it, and there's no saying what you'll find on the other side. Our Frau Miller is clearly out of her depth. That said, we find ourselves between a rock and a hard place. We desperately need the money she's paying for this job, and we already committed ourselves by attacking OTK. Despite Frau Muller's lack of professionalism, we need to press forward, and that means that we are going to need to get past that door. Go now, trust left, we need to strike while the iron is hot. Okay. Let's do this. Save. Oh, wait. To spend karma. Now let's do this. Take her, take Dietrich, take Iger or something. Hiring prerequisite. We need a decker. Oh no, we need a decker. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. He sucks. As technology, a giant in the worlds of technological and magical research, one of the most powerful and feared corporations on the planet. There are very few places in this world that the tendrils of as technology cannot reach. As technology. Germany is no exception. The black glass edifice of a Nazi pyramid dominates the courtyard of the Citadel Spandau, and countless other more innocuous facilities can be found all over Berlin. The lab that they maintain in the Jewel district is one of these. According to our client, the project that the Azis are working on here is dangerous. So dangerous that she's paying you to bring the entire building down. Yeah, can I remove this? I don't like this at all. So do this and now do this. Okay, let's take it. Okay, we have 2 revival things, 2 kits, 3 med kits, and 1 grenade. Yeah. Let's give him. Right, let's give him definitely a trauma kit. Has 2 grenades. Right, you get a grenade, you get a trauma kit. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Actually, let's not you. Okay, you take kamikaze. The jail district, jail, whatever, is everything that your client made it out to be. Corporate complexes of all description crowd into one another, competing for the district's limited space. Lights burn in all of the windows, but the streets stand empty. No shoppers, no pedestrians, nothing but silence. Quiet out there, out here. Friend of mine did a job here once, told me that the local wage slaves are all issued efficiency apartments deep inside the compound. Apparently the buildings are all linked up on an underground tram system. Bed to cubicle in less than 5 minutes. Most days the poor bastards don't even get to see the sun shine. That ain't living, love. It's a slow death. Makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. Yeah. Keep the team alive, get inside the facility, overload the facility's generator. What's this? Wait, what's this? Searching the dead drop, you find a package with the telltale markings of this one. This is an open request for research data from us technology. The Azis conduct their research in secrecy. They use their money and power to obscure the truth. We'll uncover their secrets, we'll share them with the world, we'll level the playing field between us technology and its competition. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Your comlink buzzes. There is a series of clicks as the connection is established. A moment later, Paul Amsel begins to speak. Alright, your step, that's the As Technology complex, just in front of you. You know the heavy security posted at the front door, those As Technology employees. Those are. They are dangerous, to be sure, but you could probably take them out without too much difficulty. Unfortunately, the Aussies have also contracted Knight Errant to protect this facility. They are the ones that we need to worry about. Just to reiterate, you'll want to keep a low profile on this run. Get in and out as quickly and quietly as possible. Knight Errant keeps a high threat response team on site and you don't want to tangle with them. Trust me on that. If you do need to go loud, give it everything you've got. You are going to be reducing the building to a smoldering crater anyway. But I will highly recommend stealth over a frontal assault. Thank you. No problem. If I were you, I would begin by trying to find an alternative path into the building. Something out of sight. Once the facility calls for help, you are going to be on a tight timetable. Alright then, let's have a look around. Cheap corporate art looks like marble from distance, but up close it's clearly made of injection molded plastic crate. These LTG text coveralls are smeared with sweat and grime. A scowl is plastered across your face. She takes a quick glance at you, then turns back to her work. Unless you're here to help me fix this panel, you'd better stay the hell out of my hair. Otherwise, I'll call security and have them drag you out. Let's have a look. Quickly bleeds shows you the problem, two mismatched connections. Yeah, you're right. She looks up at you. The scowl has disappeared from her face, but she doesn't look happy either. Look, I really appreciate the help, but I have to do this myself. I'm already way behind, and corporate's gonna have my ass if I don't get it done before lunch. Well, good luck then. So I assume I cannot get inside from here. Alright. Can go this way? A human and a dwarf, both in their early 20s, stand huddled in the courtyard. They don't seem to notice your approach. Heinrich. She's been gone a long time, Mira. I'm getting worried, aren't you? Mira. Oh, Myra. She's my girlfriend, Henry. Of course I'm worried, but she can handle herself. On the streets, yeah, but against the Aussies, I just don't know. She'll be okay. Oh man, I don't know what to do, Mira. And I still say the messing with the Aussies was a bad idea. What else were we supposed to do? The compound of theirs is lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. They've got more power than they know what to do with it. We need the juice, Hyman. Our solar collectors are garbage. If we can't keep the lights on after a few days of cloud cover, how do you think we're going to survive the winter? I know, Mira, I know, but couldn't we have just bought some second-hand panels? They can't be that expensive. We could have, sure, before Danny spent our last handful of new yen on those forged keycards. She'll be fine, she'll be back in a second now, just you wait. Okay. She looks up at you, her expression guarded. Yeah, what do you want? Could you two use some help? It sounds like your friend has gotten herself in trouble. We'll be fine. What we need is a stranger. What we don't need is a stranger butting into our business. So just go away, alright? Have a nice day. Myra, look at him. That's a professional. He can help us. Please, man, we do need your help. She just doesn't want to admit it. If it's bad for the others, it's good for me. I'll help you out. Oh, thank God. And thank you too. Give him the spare keycard that Danny bought. He's going to fix this for us. You can see the mistrust in her eyes, but after a moment's hesitation, she begins to fish around in her bag. Finally, she produces a thick plastic keycard. She hands it to you. This will get you into the utility tunnel. Danny went down there about half an hour ago. She said she'll be back in 10 minutes. Find her for us, okay? Please bring her back safe. Okay. Somebody spent a fair amount of money on these utility huts, and it is plastered with the anti-tampering warnings to prove it. A cursory inspection shows you that the hut has been mag-locked, a fairly sophisticated model from the looks of it. Short of using an authorized keycard, there is no way you're getting past this thing. Insert it. The indicator light on the maglock changes from red to green. There is an audible thunk, and the hatch pops open, revealing a ladder leading down to the utility tunnel below. Alright. The lock appears to be short-circuited. Okay. This reminds me a lot of Fallout. In an instant, you size up the scene playing out in front of you. A young elf dressed in the same shabby sick clothes that the cafe kids wear. Danny. What? Okay, full stop. Danny, cornered with no place to run. A pair of vast technology security drones closing in for the kill. The drones are low grade, but they are armed, and Danny's hands are empty. She's in trouble and she knows it. The futility of her situation is written all over her face. An instant later, the drone sensors alert them to your presence. They spin in unison to face you. Intruders detected, weapons detected, lethal force authorized. Danny's eyes widen and she hits the deck. The panic spills out of her in a scream. Look out! Alright, oops. Sorry. Diana looks you up and down. Once she has finished sizing you up, she puts your hands on her hips and smiles. Thanks for the rescue. It takes a pair to bring a weapon into Aussie territory. Everybody knows that they shoot first if you are packing. I wouldn't have risked it. Life in the South. Heinrich and Myra sent me. They're worried about you. Oh, Heinrich worries about everything. Price of being a dad, I guess. Myra's got faith in me, though. Anyway, yeah, I'll admit it. I got I got in over my head, but only a little bit. The drones wouldn't have shot me, I wasn't armed, but I wasn't looking forward to spending the next week in Nazi interrogation cell. I've heard stories. They are true, love. Word to the wise, if you are fool enough to try something like this again, carry a gun. Better to be shot than to let them take you. I'll take your word for it, I'm not planning on making a habit of this. And I soon need to. The tap's all hooked up and ready. Impressive. Heinrich wasn't convinced that you could pull it off. Yeah, well, it's amazing what you can teach yourself to do when your livelihood depends on it. Yeah, that looks like a pretty solid connection. Nice soldering job on those contacts there. I'll say they are good to go. You know, Chief, we could use this setup to our advantage. It won't be too hard for me to manufacture a power spike from here. We could overload the Az's power grid without disabling the generator's safety overrides. It wouldn't cause any permanent damage, but the confusion might give us an opening to get into the building. Your call, of course, just thought I should bring it up. Whoa, hold up. If you do that, they'll trace it. Az technology will find the power tap and they'll come down to us. Alright, we can make it worth your while. No, you can't. There's nothing you could give us that will make up for what you're talking about doing. So please, just drop it, okay? Ah, no. Alright. Let's go Star Trek. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Or the one. I'm sorry, but I'll have to do this. The lights in the utility tunnel begin to flicker, then wink out. Emergency lights flick on, washing the world in red. Danny looks horrified. You monster! Now the Aussies are going to kill us all. Not if I kill them first. Screw you, I hope that you all burn in hell. That wasn't very nice. Danny wheels on you, her cheeks streaked with tears. She points a delicate finger at you. There he is. You goddamn heartless bastard. While Danny and Myra are clearly furious, Heinrich just looks tired. He shakes his head. Why would you do it? You know that we can't fight the Aussies. You know what they are going to do to us. Say, Chief, if you wanted me to, I could probably set things right for these kids from inside the facility. If I toss the Aussies' utility logs, they will have no way of tracing the power spike back to this conduit. You can do that? Sure, wouldn't be a big deal. I used to do it all the time back in Dragonfall. You're cold though, Chief, obviously. If you could do that, I suppose you will solve the problem on our end. Yeah, let's do this. Wait, tossing the logs won't be enough. They may not know where the power spike came from, but they'll still have questions. She's right, they will come poking around and could still wind up on the hook for this. If you are to plant false evidence that the cells came over the grid though, that might do it. Yeah, you do that and it will be good. Well, yeah, of course I was going to do that. I thought that it went without saying. Alright, yeah, you do all that and all is forgiven. We are golden. But if you don't, a lot of innocent people are going to get hurt. Unless you want our blood on your hands, you do this. You hear me? For the love of God, please, just do it. Nike. Or Nike. Actually, let's talk to the guard over there. Quite curious. This facility is under high alert. Please avoid restricted areas and carry your ID at all times. Okay. That wasn't bad. An Aztec security guard and an LTG tech are locked in a heated exchange. They don't seem to notice your approach. So what you're telling me is this: you're working on our LTG box, and then all of a sudden everything magically overloaded and went to hell, taking our communications along for the ride, and you had nothing to do with it. Look, pal, you are a security guard, I'm a technician, and for the last time I'm telling you this was not my fault. Yeah, but you were poking around in there. I wasn't even working on the power system, you dolt. How could I have done anything to the power grid? It doesn't work like that. I don't like your attitude, lady. I don't like your face, idiot. The argument increased in volume and ferocity. Within a few seconds, they are screaming at one another. Good. You're about to transition to a new location. Continue? Yes. Alright. Ah. My neck. Wow. Bloodline. The glittering halls of the Aztec Lodge facility stand in sharp contrast to the Megacorp's unsavory reputation. Everything in here screams Mali, from the mirror polish on the floors to the obsidian inlays in the walls. The generators and the Bloodline project lie somewhere beneath your feet. Paul Amsel. Impressive work, Trust F. You've made it into the facility completely undetected. I'm not seeing any comm chatter about a security breach. In addition, your sabotage of the Aziz power grid has thrown the entire facility into disarray. Even if you are discovered, I would expect any response to be disorganized at best. I have marked an elevator on your PDA. I'll start making my way there if I were you. It's the most efficient path to reach your objective. Best of luck. Oh man, my neck. Operations records. I wonder how I can do that. Whatever you just did, it got their attention. A night-errant high-threat response team is on its way. Thankfully, with the power grid overloaded, I don't think that they know where you are, but it's only a matter of time before they find you. Trying to find a way to help the others, but just don't know where I have to go. All right. These lockers are stuffed full of spare night errant security uniforms. Okay, dress up. Grimly, your teammates set up about strangling into the complicated and ill-fitting uniforms. Okay. A few minutes of cursing and a couple of popped rivets later, the job is done. You take a moment to examine your team, then nod in satisfaction. They look like a group of authentic knight errant security officers. The facility is already on high alert, fearless leader. It's a little late for disguises, don't you think? Maybe, but with the power grid shut down, they might give us an edge. wonder what this will give us. Or is it the same as before? It is the same. The screen to this terminal comes alive with your approach. An As Technology login screen awaits your password. Let's have you at the Decker hack the terminal. Side data acquired. The terminal springs to life. A quick scan of its contents reveals little of value, but you do find a message that catches your attention. Katya, I've got some pretty grave concerns about this new project. I don't know what they are doing downstairs, not exactly anyway, but I'm pretty thoroughly creeped out by some of the inventory requests that have been coming up to my desk recently. When I decided to sign on with As Technology, we talked this over. We knew the company's reputation, and I said that I could handle whatever came my way. But this, I don't know, Katya, this last order crossed the line. What would the research team need with a bulk order of guides, restraints, and 500 liters of hydrochloric acid? Well, I'll tell you what this means. Hell of a good time. Uh-oh, I've got to run. I just got a message over the comm. Looks like Central wants to see me about something. I'll catch you back at your apartment later tonight. Let's talk about this over a bottle of wine. I know that I could use it. Something tells me that she never got to enjoy the glass of wine. Alright, so shall I go to the executive? Or yeah, let's go. A worried-looking man in an expensive suit is pacing back and forth in this room. He locks eyes with you, and you can feel the fear radiating out of him. He looks surprised to see you, but not alarmed. Oh, hey, I don't usually see Night Iron personnel wandering around this part of the building. What's up? Just making my rounds. They have double patrols tonight. He looks relieved. Alright, well, I won't keep you, but it makes me feel safer knowing that you guys are around. Just doing my job. It doesn't help with anything. Your stomach lurches slightly as the elevator plummets downward. Into the bowels of the As Technology facility, a faint but omnipresent thrumming sound raises the hair on the back of your neck. The deeper you go, the more certain you become. This place is vibrating with power, both from the generators and from something else. Creepy. Paul Amsel. So far so good, just left. Your manufactured power outage is causing ongoing problems for both Night Errant and As Technology. Unfortunately, your presence has been detected. To this point, they've been too disorganized to do anything about it, but make no mistake, they will be coming for you. Okay, you'll never make it back to the elevator in time, but I've found another exit point for you. There is a security door near the generators. I'll mark it on your PDA. When you are ready to make your egress, this will be your best call. Expect heavy resistance to our theft. Good luck. The door slides open with a hiss, revealing a surprised-looking young woman in the AS Technology security uniform. She steps toward you, her weapon drawn. Stop! Who are you? She half raises her rifle. The weapon looks especially menacing in the red glow of the emergency lights. Identify yourself. Calm down, my name is Mueller. Knight errant sent me. Let me see your ID. I don't need to show you anything. Central has some concerns about your loyalty. What? You've never done a thing to... Skip it. If you know what's good for you and your career, you'll double time back to your supervisor. If what you are saying is true, why haven't you heard anything over the comms about it? Comms run on power, lady, and in case you hadn't noticed, the power's out. I've thought that the ominous red lighting might clue you in about that one. She pauses, a look of uncertainty on her face. Come to think of it, I haven't had any comm chatter in a while, so I guess that makes sense. Please, just leave. I have important things to do. She shakes her head. You're not knight errant. I don't know who you are, but you've just made a huge mistake. Damn it. I wonder if we could change uniforms. Probably not. Tell you what, I'm gonna wait 3 turns again. Good. Alright, now we can leave. Keep moving, just that you're almost there. When you reach the control panel for the generators, the password Zolotl should allow you to disengage the safety overrides. Get the job done and get out, my friend. It's only a matter of time before more security personnel arrive. I'll be waiting for you back in the Kraus Bazaar. Okay, so the question is... how can I help the others? Oh my. I'm gonna try to see if I can find something more here. This data store contains records of all data pertaining to the facility's day-to-day operations. A cursory exploration of the data store turns up nothing of value. There are hundreds of log files, the majority of which contain spending and logistic reports. You're about to turn away when you find something of interest. A power consumption log. The location of Danny's power tap is highlighted in red at the top of the page. Outro the log file. You update the records to point away from the power tap. The cafe kids should be safe now. Good. Oh no. Okay. Uh, good. Wow, I didn't know it was that powerful. That's a bad place to take cover. Uh, A maglock with a voice print recognition system has been affixed to this door. According to Amsel, Frau Müller has already logged with your voice print into the system, but there's only one way to be sure. Okay, open up, authorization trust theft. The screen background changes from blue to green. Access granted. You hear the sound of heavy machinery rumbling to life. A moment later, the locks on the door release. The door slides open, revealing a group of figures wearing green cloaks. The tallest of the figures stands just in front of you, a slight smile on his face. His eyes are full of intelligence and malice. A blood mage. Okay. At last our intruder arrives. His voice is slow and soft, with a slight Astlaner accent. You're a Shadowrunner, here on a job. This match is obvious. So tell me, who sent you here? Ask me again nicely. The blood mage pauses for a moment, inspecting you. Such insolence, such hubris. Or hubris? He shakes his head, so very foolish. You'll answer my questions best, whether you want to or not. His mouth twists into a cruel smile. In a single smooth motion, he pulls a knife from his belt and draws it along his own forearm. The blade leaves a stripe of bright red blood in its wake. Still smiling, he begins to chant. Quickness 6. Attack him before he can finish. The blood mage is caught off guard, but only for a moment. He adjusts within human speed, sending his ritualistic blade clattering to the ground and dropping into a defensive stand. Alright, so this is the guy, right? Yeah. Perhaps. Okay. He has 3. Alright. First of all, let's take out his armor. Okay. Here's this one. A little more armor down. Let's see if we can take him out. Almost. Right, he's down. Why not? Pretty sure we can take them out. Whew. Hey boss, I think you should check this out. What? It might be important. Okay. This terminal has been locked. There doesn't seem to be any way to unlock it from here, but it is connected to a number of other terminals in the room. In theory, a Decker could probably enter the lab's dedicated matrix server and unlock the terminal from there, but doing so would almost certainly raise an alarm. Okay. I'm confused. Okay, let's try this. We have 8 turns. Have 7 turns. The man in the cell stares at you through red-rimmed eyes. His body is marked with obvious signs of mistreatment and neglect. He opens his mouth to speak, then closes it again and swallows hard. He tries again. The voice that comes from him is tremulous and weak. You have killed the masters. You slaughtered them like lambs. How is that possible? No time for 20 questions. You want out of here or not? He continues to stare at you, bug-eyed and up-blinking, his mouth agape. Me out? How could I go out? It is my place to be in this cage. It is what we are bred for. But you killed the masters. It is our place to die, not theirs. Sword disappoint you. Disappointment? No, it is not our place to feel such things. My brothers and I are grown here, gestated in tanks to serve our purpose. The masters will lead to be so. Purpose? What purpose? What are you talking about? We are test subjects. Our purpose is to suffer and die. His voice is utterly matter of fact. If it is of this bothers him, he doesn't show it. If any. Wow. In so doing, you provide useful research data. It is that we are made for. What can you tell me about the Bloodline Project? The mages wake us from our slumber, sometimes in twos, sometimes more. One is taken to another part of the facility, the testing lab. The rest remain in their cells. The mages run their tests and the entire group dies. So the mages do something to one of you and the entire group feels the effects? He nods. Yes, they haven't chosen a subject from my group yet, but when they do, my death will come. I won't hear the chanting, I won't see the maids, but I will share in the suffering and I will die. And then another will be grown to take my place. Well, you won't have to worry about that anymore. The door's open. You can get out of here. Out? But our purpose? From now on, your purpose is to do whatever the hell you want. Now get moving. Yes, we'll run, all of us. Thank you. Cannot talk with the other one. That's unfortunate. Ah, okay. What is that way? Quite curious. Let's hope I don't regret it staying there. Well, I think we both know what that means. The control panel blinks with a featureless command prompt. Disabled. Oh yeah, what was it? I know it. Zolotl. Okay. Warning, disengage the safety override while generators are in operation is not recommended. Yes, do it. And overload the generators. Terminal processes your command. An instant later, a high-pitched screeching noise erupts from the generators. Tremors rock the facility, shaking the ground under your feet. Over the building speakers, a synthesized female voice repeatedly states the obvious. Generator overload imminent. Please evacuate the facility. That's done it. Come on, Chief. Let's listen to the nice lady and get the hell out of here. Okay, where is the exit? It's that way. Okay. Where am I? Oh, there. I think I can make it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh crap. I thought this would be open by now. I don't think I can make it. I'm not going to make it. Oh man. Gradually the ringing in your ears clears and the world comes into focus. The generator overload did its job, just as Frau Miller said it would. The Earth Technology facility has been reduced to a smoldering crater strewn from a chaotic jumble of cracked marble, melting plastic and broken support beams. You can barely make out the faint wail of approaching sirens. They're still far away, but they won't be for long. Wow, Chief, that was intense. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course, but this was a little more dramatic than I was expecting. We just leveled As Technology Facility Blitz. Intense barely begins to cover it. Yeah, I guess that's true. Blitz steps back, blinking. A sudden gust of wind kicks smoke and dust into the air. It's funny, I've heard lots of rumors about the Azis over the years, stories about making monsters and consorting with the evil spirits, that sort of thing. I've always assumed that they were urban legend at best, or xenophobia at worst. Definitely not true at any rate. Looks like I was wrong, the Azis are bogeymen, just like the story say. It's enough to make a man rethink some things. Do you have anything to worry about, Dietrich? Any chance that us technology corporate could use black magic to track us? After an explosion like that? Nah, boss, not a chance. Anything we might have left behind, any blood or skin or hair, has been cooked right through. We'll be fine after we clear out of here. The approaching sirens grow louder. They are now accompanied by another sound, the whine of approaching rotorcraft. We can talk about this later. We don't want to be here when those response vehicles arrive. The test subjects that you liberated mill about aimlessly, blinking against the light. The foremost clone takes a half step forward. But what of us? We have no purpose now. This is not supposed to happen. It is wrong. Without our masters to guide us, what will we do? Whatever you want to, you are free now. You are not supposed to be anything. Find yourselves a new purpose and make it a good one. We will try. Come on, Trustep, let's get back home. That was close. That was very close. Memories of the explosion that toppled the Aztec Technology facility keep you company on your ride back to the Kraus Bazaar. You barely managed to outrun the blast. Now the facility lies buried under thousands of kilograms of twisted rebar and reinforced concrete. No doubt a considerable blow to Aztec Technology's activities here in Berlin. Mission successful, it's time to get paid. Your PDA rings and the face of your fixer, Paul Amsel, appears on the screen. I've uncovered some terrible information. The team is assembled in the safe house. Please meet with us there when you are able. I hope I'm gonna get paid. I'll be really pissed off if I don't. Okay, let's upgrade my troops. Sharpshooter. Customize Ranger arms. Wide reflexes, +1 movement. Passive, what does that mean? When triggered, the user will dodge the first attack against them each round. Oh, that's good. But this sounds better actually. The area of effect radius of Dietrich's electrocore spell is increased by 1. Electrocore spell now costs 1 AP. Oh, that's good too. Actually, I prefer this one. Okay. Glory's adrenal pump lasts 1 additional round for a total of 4 rounds. Glory can use her adrenal pump on a downed ally to revive them at 25% HP. Shares a cooldown with your regular adrenal pump ability. Yeah, why not? Cyberdeck. Blitz gains a Fair Latex Caliber Cyberdeck, replacing his old Virtua X deck. Hydraulic Jack Cyberware, increasing his move speed by 4 as a 0 AP action for 1 round. Okay. I have plenty of points to spend too. And I'm gonna stop here for tonight, most probably. Thank you very much for watching. I'll try to be online streaming again tomorrow. And I'm gonna keep doing this till I finish this game, then I'll move to the next game and so on. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.